One of the Black Stars. That's the sticking phrase. I'm one of the Black Stars. From now on, I'll give my best to the shirt. That'd be Inaki Williams. So exactly what does he bring? We could take a look at some graphics of course, what this guy they bring into the national team. First off, here, Getano will come, of course, but Inaki they come. Granting, but I'll begin with you.
But you say graphics. What?
Yes, we'll go the graphic first. Okay, Bob, show me the graphic. I want to see his stats. Thank you. This is what I call for. Last season, 38 matches, 8 goals. Okay, conversion rate 7%. He did convert only 7% of all of his chances
of shots.
Meanwhile, of all of his shots. Meanwhile, he ranks number 3 in terms of number of shots taken. But in terms of goals, he ranks like number 18 or something like that. But in terms of shots, 94 shots taken. 3rd highest number of shots in La Liga. Okay?
Yeah.
Then XG.
I think
per those shots.
That's the most important.
Yes. Per those shots, he was supposed to score 14 goals, where he scored 8. Okay? Yes. This is the bottom line. Per the 94 shots he took, he was supposed to have scored 14 goals, but he scored 8. Just about half.
And in terms of XG ratings for the team inside, he'd be the 5th most clinical.
The 5th most clinical.
Yeah.
But he's taking the 3rd most shots.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right. We will come to this, but first also, we excited. More people excited. Black Stars players, past and present. Let's go through some of the reactions from some people after he made the announcement. All right, Andre Ayew, captain of the Black Stars. He says it's about time after the Inaki announcement.
He said you are welcome.
He said you are welcome. Okay, you are welcome. All right, that be Andre Ayew. He's not be the only one. He welcome him. George Watson be assistant coach of the Black Stars. He says welcome home. This is Essien. This is Michael Essien. Yeah. This is Michael Essien. Apologies for the way that thing appears, because really know they see well. But that be Michael Essien saying welcome home. And then George Watson also. Okay? Guys, Quentin, they come back to you. So that's the Andre Ayew one. There you go. Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, brother. That's right. Ghana flag, fist bump, smiley emoji. Interesting.
Push.
Daniel, exciting times.
Yeah, very exciting times. Last time we talked about Inaki, I show you quote from 2021 in the Toxi. It feel more Spanish than Ghanaian. It doesn't feel Ghanaian. But it's only a fool who doesn't change his mind. During that time, we don't say he frequent Ghana a lot. Yes. So from that time till now, things will change. For me, the message in the video be deep. Okay. He go through in past, talk about his upbringing, talk about his roots, finding his roots.
Yes, he was born here.
He was born here. They identify plus so it's the beginning of a new agenda. It represent Black Stars. All that aside, you look at him as a player, entering on a team inside. What did he bring? He bring quality, in fact. Yeah. He get the experience, he play at the highest level for... In fact, since he break out into the Bilbao team, he play every single game. Consistent minutes. He get a record for the most consistent minutes in La Liga.
Since 2016. The last time he no play game.
The fact is, if he no be quality, he no go to get play every single match at that level. So yes, he get quality. What did they add to on a team? Quality and a different dynamic to what we have. It be quite different from the...
I'm interested in that. Yes. How different is it from the ones we get?
It be... So, we could take him as a centre forward first. If you watch one of centre forward options, as it stands in terms of player profile purely, I think the only centre forward we have is FMiGh. To be like pure...
The purest sense of the word.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yes, and Benjamin Tete. But, and you see, if you compare them to the two of them, very different players. Yeah. If you compare them to Benjamin Tete, be more of a target man. He be tall, he like bring balls down, like bring players into the game. Inaki be different. He be movement, he's quick. Then kind one touch striker, some ability to create space for his partners, ability to create space for himself.
Where he they like shoot pass.
Where he they like shoot pass, which is very important. Yeah. It be very important. That be another aspect I will come to. The fact that this Black Stars team, we hardly they take shots. Hardly.
You want to walk the ball into the net.
It be very alarming if you watch the shot rate of the Black Stars. They hardly take shots, and that one be down to inability to create chances. So they know they see say the opportunity to take chance. So they take the extra pass and then they die down. All the things they add into the fact say we know they take enough shots. So if you have somebody where he be very instinctive in front of goal, he get that thing where if he dey in and around the box, you know say once the ball come in left up, he shoot. It be very important, because if you even look at one center for us, we never really get that thing. FMiGh now they building body. Even in terms of forwards play, you go feel roping Jordan and you go feel roping Kamaldeen, Kudus. Yeah. They know they take enough shots, especially Jordan Ayew. And this be somebody where clearly he they add to that department of the game. It means say if you want to score goals, you for shoot. If you know they shoot, you know they score goals. So yes, he they add to that. But my worry about Ambi say the sort of excitement where they see, it check like people figure see, or people have the notion that our goal scoring problems end because it come. But Inaki,
he got your own issues.
Inaki
especially when it comes to goal scoring.
Especially when it comes to finishing. He's not your best finisher. Where if you watch Athletic Bilbao, the system is such a way that the front three attacking midfielder, all they add to goals. The goal scoring responsibility no day solely on Inaki in shoulder stop. If you watch in career, 6 or 7 years in La Liga, he's only scored double figures once, 12 goals. That being highest tally. Last season he scored 8. And what you for?
That's better than 1.
Yeah, if you go put the graphics on again, that's far better than 1.
Yeah.
But he's playing as a centre forward, so there's a difference. If you put the graphics on again, you go see the XG column, 14.2. So essentially, he was supposed to score 14 goals last season in terms of the magnitude of chances and the clarity of chances that were created for him. But he scored 8. Now that deficit of 7 be the highest in the top 5 leagues in Europe. 6. Some XG differentials will be much higher.
That's a huge differential.
Yeah.
It basically means that he almost missed half the chances he was expected to score. Yeah.
You see, that be the highest in the top 5 leagues in Europe. So what it means is that yes, he missed the most chances in terms of clarity.
So to put it into perspective, Salah scored how many goals last season? 21 maybe?
23.
23 goals. Yeah. His XG was roughly around 24. So that be high D. So he only underperformed his XG by one.
Exactly.
Sort of.
And most of the strikers in Europe, so he did.
By 6.
By 6. So essentially, if you narrow this down, he was supposed to finish the second highest scorer in the league after Benzema. But he ended up finishing...
the
XG.
Yeah.
But he ended up finishing in, I think, 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
That'd be the sort of... So, in as much as he did shoot a lot, then you bring him back to the fact, say, Ghana don't really they take shots. But Ghana don't really they create opportunities. So the little opportunities we get, we need the most prolific forward as possible to be able to dispatch those chances. So if you look at it from that point of view, it's a bit suspect. But the advantage to BC, he has the ability to bring in his other forwards into the game. So if he start up front, he will create a whole different dynamic. He's the sort of player who can bring the best out of Kudus, Kamaldeen, Jordan, whoever is playing in and around him. Because of his movement, in style of play, he can drop and cover their positions. And he's very dynamic too. He go play out wide.
Yep. Some of the goals you see in the highlights,
exactly,
score from wide areas.
Yeah, from wide areas. So he's not your standing number 9 where you feel say he can't score all the goals for the competition inside. Where I feel say Otuado is smart enough to carve out a system that will bring the best out of the attacking trio.
Interesting. Interesting that you mentioned the attacking trio. Who will that be? How Inaki coming go fish shape when a front attacking?
You know the reason why people excite? You know, because Inaki be a Samoajan or Ishmaelado? No. It be because they know say they walk straight into this team.
As a starter?
Yes. And it's because we've made excuses for a lot of people for so many years. what? Deep line, defensive, interceptive, striker, all sorts of nonsense.
Who that?
Number one be Jordan. Look, the metrics for measuring strikers, it be simple. Goal contributions. You make goals. You either score or you set up goals for others. Or you are involved in the build-up to scoring goals.
Everyone says Jordan is not really a striker.
No. So take him out of that space.
But Jordan only
If you know they make goal contributions, if you are not a goal threat, you have no business calling yourself a forward. So I think this be the primary reason why people excite. You know, we say people they expect, but they see Inaki for Spain. Just like Danny explained. Anybody who knows Inaki knows that he's not your most prolific striker.
He actually be very wasteful.
Yes, but even for his wastefulness, he's a significant upgrade on a lot of the options there.
No, every single option.
Every single option.
No,
the only exception be Andre, and he is not a striker. So he debab. The only option, the exception be Andre, and Andre no be striker. And you see, this thing, they help we.
Okay.
However wasteful he will be, I'll trust him more than a rookie FMiGh.
Oh, yes.
Right.
And it be important, say, we they give opportunity to make these guys play. It takes away the pressure from FMiGh. The guy no get even 10 games under his belt as a professional. So we for be patient and allow make it grow in game elsewhere. And then when he's ready for the Black Stars, then we go introduce him, make he come play. I mean, he experience so far with the team, it be good. It go allow make you understand the dynamics of the team, the politics, the culture where he did the team, how you for behave when you walk into the national team and all of that. You get that. But beyond that, there is a business of actually getting the job done when you put on the jersey. And so far, he's not ready for it. The other option or the other player who I think we need to also introduce someone to get him out of the starting 11 be Abdul Fattah, because into in education will be complete. Yeah. So for me,
true story.
Yes.
So here's my question. Then back to my earlier question. Yeah. How on a front four look like now with the coming of Inaki Williams? Because that be the ultimate question many people they base. Because everybody go to talk say, oh, Jordan for command, okay, oh, Afena for command. So right now in your submission, they indicate say Jordan for tap, Afena for tap. Yeah. So if that be the case, who will start?
Okay. If you look,
but already know you killed two players because of the coming of one.
At the look through the teams Otuado they set up in the games he plays so far, my intuition be say he's preparing to start with the back three.
Yes.
3 centre backs and a back 5, which means you have one less player either in midfield or in attack. Now, if we look through one of central midfield areas, Partey be sure starter.
Yes.
Kudus,
sure.
Yes.
They will always start a holding midfielder too. So that's 3.
So that's 3. Andre, by virtue of the fact that he's the captain and also when he play, he be one assurance goal outlets.
So that's one forward position.
That's gone. One forward position gone.
Okay, 2 more left.
Yes. You have fullbacks. You have wing backs.
Yes.
Which means you have only one other option left on the pitch, which is Inaki.
No, you still have to start one other front player.
5 at the back.
Yes.
3 in the middle. That's 8.
Yes.
Andre, number 9. And then Inaki.
10.
Yes.
Finish. Wow. So you are saying...
In fact,
so
if we play teams where we don't really fear, I'll be more comfortable playing Partey, Kudus, and then Kofi Chere without a natural holding midfielder.
It's so light, man.
Yeah.
That's suicidal.
They go.
I mean, when you're playing teams like Sao Tome and Principe, Ethiopia, and those kind of teams.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, those are games.
But ultimately, right now, the most important thing be the World Cup.
Exactly.
That is where. Here's my.
But friend, there's a quick point I need to make. We already understand what Inaki said, that he wasn't prepared.
That was my next question.
Yes.
Actually.
And it is okay for people to say they don't trust him. He's an opportunist and all of that. It may be unfortunate, but that is their view. Okay. And you know, Gofi really blame them because he did say what he said.
Yes.
And you cannot control how that rubs off on people and how they value
how
their
they
works.
react to it.
Inaki and all of these boys coming back also need to understand that their words had a certain effect on people.
Yeah.
And be willing to accept that not everybody is going to support you. Even your teammates. There are people who are going to look at you and say, you've not earned the right to play for the team. Yeah. You've not respected the team and all. And that's okay. So the people where they bring these boys, speak to them and conscientize them. Otherwise, all of the good work where we do up until this point, we go share some sand into Onagari.
That is true.
So it'd be important, say, we let the players know that this is the situation. These were the consequences of what you said.
Yeah.
When you walk into that first conference room, a certain journalist is going to ask you, you said this. Why are you now here to play for the team?
Yeah.
Don't take offense because you did say it.
Yes.
But this is an opportunity for you to prove that indeed you meant your words when you say you are here to give your
Because
everything.
people change, like Daniel said at the beginning.
Exactly.
Food
And you
doesn't
see,
change his mind.
we
People change
also
their
we
mind.
also for understand that look, whether these boys rejected us or not, a lot of them are significant upgrades on the options we have.
So that is the.
We're not Brazil.
Yeah.
We're not. Look, the Algerian team where he win the AFCON, I think 2019 was it?
Yeah.
Go through
Only
the.
two of them were born in Morocco.
Yes, not-
in Algeria.
Not even born in Morocco. Where
In
they had their
Algeria,
football
Algeria.
education. For me, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the most important point. Look, African countries, even the North African
Our
countries,
system's no good.
it is very possible that a lot of the talents you have will be educated by other countries, and it's okay.
Yeah.
When the opportunity is right for them to come, do they want to? Can you create an enabling environment for them to excel? And that's the next leg of the conversation. We've had the Jeffrey Schlupp issue. KP Boateng, for all the issues he had, that we could speak against him, also in some cases had genuine cases to complain.
Of course, they're not used to their
yes. So there's a problem of assimilation and integration in the team.
Correct.
Which we have not
This
addressed.
matter I've spoken
And
about
we
it
need
a
to be
lot.
deliberate in ensuring that, look, when these guys come, they will stay. Look, the whole narrative about their opportunities and all of that, you are just looking at the one side and saying, oh, they are coming because of the World Cup. But if they come and you take them to Magdan to go and train, do you think Inaki will come
No,
back?
that's a fair point.
That's a fair point. So
the
look,
whole point is that, look, make I relate this to life for you. Or JJ way you talk, I mean, I could tell you. Say, this thing, it's like the girl where you chase her, the girl say you don't like you.
Charlie.
Because that time you be fresh graduate, you don't get a job. Now you get a job, you buy a car.
And
The
now
girl
you
come back
level
say
up.
he like you. If the boy girl come back say he like you, it depends on you to say whether or not you like or you don't like. So right now, the girl say he like we. So right now, we will go determine whether or not we like him
We
too.
like him, look.
Because the fact say they come back. See, let's not disrespect people by assuming that 100% today he come no. Yet it's an upgrade, but it is possible to say the coach go do selection. You know,
go
coach
drop them, yes.
because it's possible. Because let's not think that the coaches are all just.
You see, Fent, if you dey look at them in a tactical sense, the Nigeria game, we play 3-4-3. The 2 games in the Kirin Cup, we play 3-5-2. We played with 2 forwards. So that dynamic go fit change. He go fit sacrifice one attacker for an extra midfielder, which I think will happen because of the strength of the opposition with the go face. If that happens, think about the wingers. Even in the 26-man squad selection, because if he's going with the mindset that he's going to play in a 3-5-2, his wide areas,
players who can play in multiple positions.
positions,
In fact, I have had
especially
a
the
conversation-
front 2.
Yeah.
So for most of the wide guys, as in the wingers way with the carry,
If that be your specialty, forget your
exactly.
You're
It,
going to
it can go against you,
danger.
and that is where the strength of Inaki comes. Because if we decide to switch and go to 4-2-3-1, play with wingers, maybe one starts whoever up top, he can
your
play
guy.
on the wide areas.
Because
he can
in
play the
fact,
center.
what
forward.
Daniel they talk, it be so true because Inaki coming means one of the wingers we know no go the World Cup.
Exactly.
Pencil,
Yeah.
Osman,
Yeah.
Jordan, Inaki, Kamaldeen,
Yeah.
all go fit play the same position. But how many of them go fit play center forward?
How many?
That's another question.
Yeah.
But all of them go fit play as wingers.
Yeah.
But
And
how many of them go
And you
fit play
see,
as
another
center?
important point also be the profile of even the 2 players and they play in the center forward positions. That where dynamics they come in. Somebody like Benjamin Tete, I go fit bet you say he will make that.
No, he
that
go make
26
because he bring a different
we don't
dynamic.
have
different
anyone
dynamic.
else
You don't
like
get
him.
anybody like him. Inaki, even Jordan and you for him hold that play. It be very important if it comes
Jordan was on
some
the
small
play. He's on the
dynamics.
play.
So Charlie, some people they there. Honestly, from now to September, you for really somebody like Antoine Semenyo. I did read on an injury. In shin injury he can't get for the Madagascar game. He's coming back in September. It means the season will start 1 month before he will come back.
Yeah.
It means he has only October to justify a place
That
in
is
the
too bad,
Charlie,
man. So the
but-
dynamics.
but
anyway,
friends-
I should hold your thoughts because for take some short break now. When we come back, your messages have been coming quite a lot. 0550 585832. Make I know your thoughts on all the things we did discuss right now. When we come back from this short break, we go look at the other players where Keto say he convinced them, we didn't change their mind. And whether or not we for select them or whether or not they are good enough, we go show you them stats from last season, and then we see whether any of them go free improve the national team and whether we need them. This be Football Made in Ghana. Make it not go anywhere.